Hello Kirby fans and welcome to our island. So we are going to be putting our dream code at the end of this video for you so that you can run around our island and enjoy what we have. But in case you either don't have Animal Crossing or you're too lazy to go and do a dream code, we decided to do a little walkthrough of our Kirby themed island. So here we go. This is our house, and I don't really feel like going on the inside. I think the rest of the island is the more fun part. So something really neat about our island is we actually have all cat villagers, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see them all throughout the walkthrough. Sorry about that, Punchy. So if you did come to visit, here's our airport. And then upon leaving, you will see our little Kirby set up here, a bunch of little Bronto Berts flying around. And then of course it leads up to our square where you can choose to go left or right. If you go left, up here we have, oh, what was his name? DeRoach, yes, the little mouse. Then we have like some cute little posters of other people, like we have Nago and Choo Choo. We have a little Kirby path, Waddle Dee, and then we have our Kirby themed campsite up here. Little table over here, pretty cute. And then you'll also notice some parts where Kirby's flying. There's nothing really exciting over here. It's just kind of where we get our stuff when we shake our trees and things like that. But we still try to keep the Kirby theme going. If you go over to the right, we are coming up to this cute little section here where we have Magalore and we have Landia. And of course some apples because he likes those crystal apples. And then what were these called? Energy spheres, yeah, that you collect for Magalore in the, which game was that? Kirby's Return to Dreamland, yes. And then we have our museum here where, you know, you collect fish and bugs for Blathers. And we can see little Waddle Dees all around the island, kind of gathering food to take to King Dedede. Over here we have our cute little Able Sisters shop where we have a couple sweaters and a hat out there. And inside we have some of our own designs hanging up. We have Wispy, the audience in the Megathon Punch game, Gordo, a Bronto Bert, of course Mark's hat up there, Waddle Dee, Prince Fluff from the Kirby Yarn game, and of course Gooey, who is one of our favorites. All right, back to the tour. Down here we have a couple little dancing Kirbys and some of the Kirby cutouts. Anyone recognize Kracko? And then this cute little bit is Kirby yarn section. We have Prince Fluff, of course, little Kirby yarn sweater there. Some yarn boxes, which somebody cleverly made out of umbrellas. I definitely give them props for that. And a Prince Fluff shirt. And then we have this Void Termina section. Man, finding that one is kind of a whole production in the Kirby games. And we have the little, you know, like he's going pew pew pew. And of course the cute little shirts for that too. Hi kitty. Over on the beach here, we of course have the little fish with their goggles and the little squids that kind of dance along the shore there, and the little volcanoes. And we have Magalore and Mark's having a cute little picnic here. On the other side, we have Kirby and Waddle Dee having a picnic, and that is absolutely precious, so stay tuned for that. Over here we have a section for the Kirby Robobot game. Of course we have Susie and her little clothing section there and her little hat. And then we just absolutely love Gulliver, so we did not make either of these things, but somebody else did, and I thought that was super cute, so we decided to add it to our island. And then over here we have a sleeping Kirby, hammock, couple Gordos over here, call out to Wispy. And then this pipe here will take us to the other island. We kind of made it like it's a Kirby door, you know, like he's coming in the door and now he's coming out the other side. We have the Chumbrella, and then some of the little sea creatures that we've collected, and of course, you know, the volcano fish and squid again. This way to the adorable picnic. See, how wholesome is that? That is like the cutest thing ever. Kirby and Waddle Dee just having a nice little picnic there. And a little sand drawing of both of them as well, which is super freaking precious. And then over here we have a little Kirby cafe. I love that we ended up getting the pink-green drink machine, the little pink refrigerator, and all that is super cute. And then of course the fountain at the end when you get your 3 dancing Kirbys after you beat a boss. And then here we have some of the, oh boy, what were those called? Scarfy? Yes. Scarfies and Cappy. Yes. So freaking cute. I can't remember the name of all these things, but I promise that I'm a Kirby fan and that I have been playing since I was a child. So here we also have the Grand Doomer, which is super neat. And then we have this little mermaid kind of section, and tried to include some Kirby bits here as well. Let's see. I guess we'll go to our other beach real quick. Oh, along the houses here we have some paintings of Kirby. You know, he's eating, he's Fighter Kirby, he's riding his star. Super cute stuff. And then we have another, you know, little hammock and some of the mermaid decorations. And of course we have to include Kind too, Kirby's little fish friend, because he's a big important part of the water levels. And then over here we kind of have like a shout out to all of the Zappy powers. You know, we have the Waddle Doo and Kracko and Kirby's zap ability, and of course the adorable little umbrella with it. And then who remembers Highness and all of his little mage sister minions? We got his robe, we have the hat, all of the mage sisters hats over here, the water, fire, and electric. And then this is a super callback. This was one of the first Kirby games on Game Boy. What was this one called?
Dark Matter.
Dark Matter, yes. And Zero, yeah, they were pretty challenging to fight for it being one of the very first Kirby games, I felt like. And then we have some Dark Meta Knight merchandise over here because he's absolutely precious, even though he's evil. We kind of have a thing for the evil characters. And then we have regular Meta Knight with his little minions, like the, what were they called? The Axe Knight, Mace Knight, Trident, and what was the last one? Sorry, what? Javelin, yeah. And of course we had to do the cute little night clothes here for that. And the Gordos, because, you know, they're just kind of fun. I love this area so much. Just obviously a call out to Wispy, since he's one of the reoccurring bosses in Kirby. He obviously holds a very important spot. And then over here, we built our own Mega Punch-a-thon, our Megaton Punch. So of course we have Kirby against the bandana Waddle Dee, and we have the little audience cheering for them. we did make the panels. They are kind of poor. We didn't get all of the characters in there, but you know, we did our best. And then if you come this way, we have another little cafe area where Kirby's eating his food. He has the Maxim tomatoes and the rice, the anniversary cake, and then some creative soul created these Kirby cakes out of hats. And my favorite one over here is this pancake Kirby. I think that's super cute. It looks delicious. And then of course, you know, Chef Kawasaki, we have to have him here for the food area, and his little apron and the hat. Going up, we have the umbrella Waddle Dees and umbrella Kirby and a couple of the umbrellas around. And then we have to do this, I'm sorry, but our absolute favorite villager, we have loading, Raymond. And as you can see, we're actually keeping him because we have given him gifts, and we have him saying Waddle Dee, which is absolutely precious. I love him. So yeah, all Cat Islanders, we kind of got a lot going on here. And then if we come out here, we have a whole section dedicated to Gooey, and a whole little section dedicated to DeRoach and his little mice helpers. And then I think this one's super fun. I love this. So it's that Nova heart from Kirby's Superstar. I used to play this one all the time on my Super Nintendo growing up, and as you remember, these little cells go around in a circle and Kirby has to like shoot the things in the middle to make them basically explode, and it's a super fun one. And then we love Marks. We like absolutely freaking love Marks. And so we have his clothes over here. We have this adorable little panel here. And then of course, you know, the sun, what is that? Do we even know what that's called? Nova. Yeah. And then over here, another big callback. When Kirby was first coming out, he faced someone named Nightmare. And this was the first form of Nightmare. Yeah. He gets like really creepy and ugly, like, so we just decided to go with this form instead of the one that gives us literal nightmares. And then we have this cute little science section, you know, Nova hat. We have the adorable little Marks with his beach balls that he throws out. And then Kirby's friends over here, his little helpers, you know, Rick, Kine, Koo, Pitch in the back over there. And then even though these guys aren't helpers, they're basically like cats, floating cat heads, so we decided to put them in the pet section. Oh, and I love this. King Dedede's ring. When he fights Kirby, he's, a lot of times in the older games, he's in a boxing ring, so that's pretty cool. And then we have his throne over here with all the little DDDs bringing him, or not DDDs, Waddle Dees bringing him food, and, you know, a little cutout for him. And then a Kirby library, you know, just a cute little kids section with books and a gooey puzzle, paintings of Kirby and stuff. And then up here, it's just kind of like a, I don't even know, like a random festival of Kirby characters, I would say. Prince Fluff doesn't get enough advertising, I don't feel like, because he's only in the, basically only in the Kirby Yarn game, but we like him a lot. Yeah, we have a little Magalore there, and then over here we did another little animal section. Before we decided to make this a Kirby Island, this whole section here was kind of like about frogs. But it's basically just dedicated to the helpers. One of our favorite ones is Pitch, so we have him quite a bit of places here, and a little sweatshirt dedicated to him. And then here's Kirby's basically like sleeping land. We have it nice and cozy for him. Cute little stars and everything for him to rest and go to sleep. And little Kirby pajamas and a bedroom set, of course. And then over this way, we basically just have a bunch of helpers and villains. We put the helpers on the top and the bad guys on the bottom. And then same thing with Kirby over here with his bosses. As you know, some of the bosses actually turn out to be Kirby's friends later on. Obviously, the Roach does, Marks does. How do you say that? Taranza, Magalore, Meta Knight, and of course King Dedede. But we have Kirby in all his forms over here. Am I forgetting anything?
I don't think so.
I think that is it. So if you guys want to visit our island, we have, you know, just some really cute stuff here. This is all the ones that we saved to decorate our island with. And we have lots of little cute Kirby outfits and little cutouts for you to see. Adorable little hats, some really cute umbrellas going on. Yeah, so definitely a lot of fun, definitely a lot of callbacks to old Kirby games and everything like that. I suppose we could go to our house, show the inside of the house a little bit, if my character wants to actually cooperate with me here. Oh yeah, and we have Marks as our flag because honestly he's probably one of our very favorites. So he's kind of, I don't know, he kind of gets special treatment, I guess. Alright, so not every single one of our rooms is decorated with Kirby, but we do obviously have little things that are dedicated to him. We have our bathroom over here where we have it kind of like a thunderstorm going on. So we have Krakow and of course like the umbrellas and stuff like that in here. And then our kitchen is over here. And there wasn't a whole bunch of customizable kitchen stuff, so we kind of just went with the pink theme where we could. Definitely the adorable Kirby on the fridge, the pink mixer. You can lay down Kirby tile. We're kind of still working on that one a little bit. I'm going to skip the left room because it's basically all just fruit. It's made of all the different kind of fruit, what do you call them, furniture and stuff that you can make. And then our basement is probably our favorite room. This is actually what inspired us to do the whole island and Kirby theme, because we decided to make a Kirby room in our basement, and then we just had so much fun with it that we were like, you know, we're probably just gonna have to do the whole entire island like that. So yeah, if you guys have questions or comments, or if you want to tell us what you think about our island, please feel free to do so. Anything you want to add? All right, so we're good. Thank you guys.